Good morning everyone and welcome back. It's pretty early in the morning. Well, not really, it's about 7 o'clock, but still quite dark and it's raining pretty heavy. I've actually got to go to work a bit later today and my shift changes. I'm doing like 10 till 7 pretty much, so I basically got to sort the birds out now because unfortunately when I get home it's pretty dark, so we probably need to sort them out a bit. I'm going to split this into two videos, I think, because one we're going to check on the birds, but there's another one because I want to introduce our high flyer into the main loft, but we'll go into that in a second video. But today I've already gone out there and gave the pigeon lofts a bit of a clean, but I need to top up their grit, all that kind of bits and pieces, especially with the breeders. We'll just have a little drop in and see how the breeders are going. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Weather's pretty horrible today, so got my raincoat on, ready to try not to get too wet, but let's go and have a look. But before we go out, I might take the water bowl out, get some water in the trap and just sort that out so that we can put the pigeon in there, the high flyer, see how he goes today. Hopefully he'll be fine. Just before we introduce him completely into the loft, we'll just put him in there and see how he goes. But also very importantly this time of year, just because the weather is a little bit horrible, I'm making sure that I'm getting on top of my garlic oil, hemp seed oil, and then all my other little bits and pieces that I'm giving the birds, especially now when there's a few breeding or trying to get them to breed. Make sure that we are, getting as much of the goodness into them as we can, because breeding time is a little bit stressful on them. We got this pink mineral powder with a probiotic as well, which is that Protexine, which is it seems to be working pretty good for me, no problems at all. So I make sure that's on all the food. That's why you'll see that that's pretty coated. There is a few changes I want to do to these mix. I want to make a proper breeding mix. I'm just trying to locate all the seeds. You would think seeds are super easy to get, and I'm very jealous of everyone else that can just go down to a shop and just get what they need. It's just really hard here. I'm just stuck with peas, safflower, corn, a bit of wheat, a little bit of, I think it's milo, yeah, the red seeds like the kalo, sorghum stuff. So I'm working on a much better breeding mix. The other stuff is basically just to top up when they want to pick it out, because they go through seasons or little phases where they just want to pick out safflower. But anyway, let's get on with this video. We'll deal with all that another time. So these birds are doing great. They have paired up. She's not as keen to breed yet as he is. He is super keen. He rarely leaves that nest bowl. As you can see, he's very persistent in trying to get her to get some eggs in there. He's very keen. I can hear him all day and all night. He's sitting in there, and as you know, he is very loud. Even now he's like, come on guys, leave me alone, I've got business to do here. But these two, we're going to have to get some names for him, I think, especially for this big guy, because he's going to be around for quite a while, especially because I spent a bit of money on him too, so we need to give him a reasonably decent name. He is called Son of Leo at the moment because he comes from a good pigeon called Leo, but that's what it says on his pedigree. But we're going to change it. I don't really like that name because we've obviously got Leo here, and Son of Leo doesn't really work because although they are related, on the Leo Herman side he's also got the Cuban side in him, so he's not his son. So we need to think of a name for him. But we'll get to that very soon, and she might need a little name too. See how she goes. She's interested in breeding, but not overly too excited about it. And you probably notice how calm these guys are too. They're super calm. Like, obviously you remember how flighty they were in the beginning. They let me get in here, scrape all this, no problems. The only bits I probably don't want to risk yet is like trying to get that bit off there, and that bit over there. Just giving them their space, and eventually they will get used to it. Just keeping the fresh grid up for them. And then also, I put all this stuff out here before, but keeping that food up to them. Not giving them too much, because I don't want to give them too much variety, just give them enough to get them through the day, and hopefully they eat most of that. So you guys, keep doing what you're doing. Come on. Alright. Same thing in here, been giving this a bit of a scrape this morning, which is not too bad. Another thing I want to do is get a grate for under there, just so I can bring that up off the ground. Just because, yeah, it'd be good to get that up and keep that floor, although the floor is clean and dry, it's just nice to bring it up a bit, you know, to avoid any moisture, etc. So I need to do that, and I need to get another one of these. As you can see how they somehow, obviously a bird likes to sit on there and poo on it, so I need to try and rotate that every day or every second day and have one that's cleaning, disinfecting, and then we can just swap it out. So that is something I'm putting on my list next time I go to the shop. He'd run out of those big drinkers when we were there last time, so I couldn't get one, unfortunately. Same thing with these guys, giving them some more grit. I do need to get probably another battery too, so I can just interchange them, because this is basically just a solar setup at the moment, standalone on a battery. And I usually just put that out in the sun with I got a little battery charger that's a solar panel, and just do it off that, which is pretty cool. I like the theory of sort of the off-grid kind of pigeon loft type thing. And I probably will continue that into the next lofts that I build as well. It's just sort of running off batteries and solar, which is pretty cool. Obviously not as bright as I'd like it right now, because the battery's running out a little bit and still quite dark this morning. But same thing as I said, the roster sort of changed. I'm going to get home at probably anywhere between 7 and 8, which will be pretty dark. So pretty much I'm going to have to give these guys a bit of a feed now. Sort of throws their routine out a little bit, but it throws mine out too. I like a good routine as much as you guys. But that's work, unfortunately. And I've got to do it because I've got to pay for you guys. And everything else as well. So just need to top up their little secret stash. I brought out a little bit of everything in there for them, especially at this age. What these little chicks are down in here, they just they're growing so quick. They need a lot of food, and especially with the parents, they like to hold on to the food a little bit and soften it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they will just feed it directly. Just depends on the parents. They were a bit funny sometimes. But for new parents, these ones are doing pretty well. Let's bring them up here where it's more lighter. You're very close to probably getting some rings on them. And I need to change out this nest liner too, so I probably won't do it on film. I'll probably try and aim to do that tomorrow. This guy actually is he's growing real quick. He's actually, look at the size difference there. So what I probably need to do is just keep an eye on this little guy. He's got plenty of food in there, but we just, need to make sure that he is getting, as much food as he needs. This guy's got a fair bit in there, and a fair bit of water too, so you're getting looked after. But yeah, need to keep a real eye on you two, because you are hopefully going to be my first barless, which will be really good, but not too far away from getting some rings on these guys. And then once we get some rings, we can kind of start picking some names for them. because basically what I'll do, either do it on the Facebook page. If you haven't followed that, it's called The Flock on Facebook. It's like a group. You can all join there. I post a whole bunch of different things on there as well, and will do in the future. I can have a bit more of a conversation there. But once we get some ring numbers, we can sort of allocate names to them as well. So that's what we've done with Thunder. He's got a ring number and we can pretty much give him a name. So when I write in my little book, his ring number is with his name, which makes it easier, because some people, why you name it? Because you'll probably just lose it anyway in the race. But like, the thing is, you can see how many blue bars are here. It's easier if I can say, hey Thunder, or hello blue bar. Oh no, there's another blue bar. Oh look, another blue bar. So it's kind of easier just to distinguish the difference. Getting a bit crazy. He's trying to protect his the water bowl for some reason. That's not for you, that's for someone else. There's nothing in that bowl. Anyway, I'm going to catch you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you're staying safe.